everybody, and welcome back to Veggie Vero's Kids Corner. I'm your host, Veronica Green. I'm back today at the Delray Beach Children's Garden. It is such a breezy, beautiful day, and this is actually the last video that I'll be making for 2021. We are coming right up on the last week of the year, and it's always a little bit exciting for me. I really enjoy welcoming a new year, leaving the past in the past and kind of looking forward to what's to come. So thank you all for tuning in every week and listening to all of these amazing stories that I've read throughout the year by all of these very talented artists. We've seen so many different, beautiful, colorful illustrations, books from all parts of the world. And, as you know, I'm also a children's book author. Children's books are my passion. I love sharing important messages of kindness and compassion and courage with children, because after all, you are the future leaders of this world. So thank you again for tuning in. Now I have a really nice story for the last video here of the year. My Heart is a Compass, it's called. It's written by Deborah Marcero. And this is a story about a little girl who really is looking and searching for something that she, I guess, wants to find something that's going to impress her classmates. But as you'll see by the end of the story, she really has what she was looking for already, all along. And it's an important message, I think, for all of us to carry on with us throughout our years, is that no matter where life takes us, we really do have everything we need already inside of us. Okay, so My Heart is a Compass. Beautiful story. We'll read that first, and then I'm going to show you how to make end of the year noise makers using toilet paper rolls, some rice. If you have any dry rice in your kitchen, just grab a handful of it. Some decorative tape. We'll use that to decorate the outside. And then also some aluminum foil. Okay, the aluminum foil we're going to use to cap off the ends once we put the rice inside. And it will be a noise maker, a happy shaker. Okay, everybody, so is everyone ready to hear this fun story? All right, everybody cozy up. Here we go. Rose longed to be an explorer, a pioneer, a trailblazer. Her heart was set on discovering something that had never been found. To bring to show and tell, that is. She just had one problem. She had no idea what it was or where it could be found. It could have been anything. Something exotic, something magical. Did it even exist? Where in the world could she find such a thing? For that, she decided she would need a map. Not an atlas or a globe, a map. And to find the secret coordinates, she would have to draw the map herself. As she sketched and scaled, Rose's hand quivered. Her lines wiggled and shimmied off the page. Her imagination became a blueprint, with her heart a compass. And she scooted off. Wow, she drew a really amazing map. There's So many little things it might be hard for you to see. Natural History Museum, the Rainbow's End, Tropical Blue Wave Lane, Snail Pond, Wishing Fountain, Sunny Day Shoe Shine. I wonder if these are real places in Rose's neighborhood, or if it's a mixture of real places and her imagination. Amusement park, ice cream, library. This is a really beautiful map. Check it out. At the beach, Rose saw plenty of sea stars, seashells, and seagulls, but there was no treasure to be found. So Rose charted the sky and launched into the cosmos. Wow, check out her sky map. She drew another map now. The first one was of her neighborhood, right? This one is of the sky and the cosmos, the galaxies. Look at this. I see some really interesting things here that she put on her sky map. Big dreams, weather balloon, empty thoughts, cumulus clouds. Although the atmosphere was full of adventure, shooting stars and billowing northern lights, Rose parachuted down to an island, still empty-handed. So, she mapped the ocean and set sail. Look, she's drawing another map now. Now she's mapping the ocean. What do you think her map will look like, her ocean map? I bet it will be beautiful. Wow, look at her ocean map. So many cool things. I see Alligator Reef, Mermaid Island, Pirate Territory, Owl Enclave. What else? Sluggy sandbars. Rose found harbor in a city where skyscrapers mirrored every cloud and rainbow. But still there was no rare jewel to behold. So she plotted the train tracks into the mountains. Here she is, mapping out the train tracks to go into the mountains. Let's see what her next map looks like. Whoa, look at this one. This is cool. This is how Rose imagines the mountains to be looking like. Let's see what kind of little things she put on her map here. Blueberry patch, celery farm, peach trees, elephant inlet, cat ear ridge, so many fun things. This is very creative. She stepped off at the very last train stop. As the low sun painted the end of another day, Rose knew she must return home with nothing in her pockets. Nothing to show, nothing to tell. She found herself in the same place she had begun. The next day in class, when it was Rose's turn for show and tell, she shared her story with her friends of how she searched high and low, far and wide, searched for something to share, but returned empty-handed. Rose looked around the room, and finally she saw it too. She had found something that nobody had ever seen or heard before. Look at her classmates. They're all looking at Rose's maps. All of those beautiful maps that she drew. And they're saying, wow, magical, beautiful, amazing. She shared her maps for show and tell. They were her story of searching high and low, her adventure, her imagination. Those maps were works of art. It was more than the world. It was everything she had imagined. Rose felt like an explorer, a pioneer, a trailblazer. And everyone who had the chance to hear Rose's tale did too. Wow, what did you think? I really like this story. I love all of her beautiful maps. They really were such great works of art. I would love to see if you all could draw your own map. I bet it would be wonderful. Maybe a map of your neighborhood or your favorite place to visit. Oh, a map of the garden would be amazing. Maybe I should draw that. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. I love that story. And now, are you all ready to make your very own New Year's Eve noisemakers? Okay, get your toilet paper rolls out. Just one is all you need, and some rice and aluminum foil and tape. Let's get started. So, let's start with your aluminum foil. You just want to break off a piece that doesn't have to be too wide, just like that. And you want to kind of fold it into a square. So basically like this, a little square. And make sure it's wide enough to cover the whole end of the toilet paper roll. Okay? And then you're going to crunch it down. This is a very easy project. I do this pretty much every New Year's Eve with the kids because it's just easy and it's fun, and who doesn't like to have a noisemaker when the clock strikes 12 and we're finally in the new year? It's fun to have something to shake. Okay, so make sure it's on there nice and firm. Okay, like that. And then we're going to use some tape. I'm going to just use duct tape for now. I mean, not duct tape, masking tape, to really hold down the aluminum foil because it's, it's pretty flimsy. It can just come right off if you don't put some tape around it. So you're going to go around the edges with the tape and just secure it like that. You see? Perfect. Now it's a little bit more secure. No rice is going to fall out of the end. Okay, now you put your rice inside. So you don't need much. You really only need a little handful. Okay. And then you're going to do the exact same thing you just did to this side. You're going to do it to this side. Okay, so get your other piece of foil. Fold it into a square. And fold it over the top. Now, don't worry about it looking messy because we're going to cover all of this with decorative tape. Of course, you can also use paint or markers or glitter, whatever decoration you want. But decorative tape seems to be the least messy form of decoration. Okay, there we go. So make sure it's nice and tight. And you should have something that looks like this and sounds like this. Happy New Year! Okay, now you can take your decorative tape, or like I said, if you want to use paint or markers, you can do that, and just decorate the outside to look pretty. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Let me know in the comments if there's anything in this new year that you want to work on. Maybe you want to become a better swimmer, or maybe eat more healthy foods, or maybe you want to become a better listener. So many different things we can work on to improve ourselves, right? The new year is a great time to start. Any time is a great time to start, but the new year tends to really give us that fresh start feeling. Okay. All right. So, what do you think? Purple, yellow, and silver? Very fun. Happy New Year, guys. I really hope everybody had a great holiday season, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in 2022. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and listening, and I'm sending you all a big kiss, a big hug, virtual hug, and happy New Year. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.